Hey ladies, and welcome to all the new subscribers. So are you guys triple threats? Do you have the beauty, the brains / talent, and do you have the personality? If so, this video and channel is for you. We are going to get into it today and why you're such a threat. Why people are gunning for you, gunning for your position, gunning for your relationship, gunning for your livelihood when you are simply working with the gifts that you were blessed with. We're going to get into it today because only the miserable, ugly, hateful weirdos of the world don't like you because of innate gifts that you possess. Something you ladies need to understand is that you having brains, you having beauty, and you having a beautiful personality or talent means that you have privilege. And really that's what people are mad at. When they see you and they see all of the gifts that you are able to profit off of or get a better life from, it's because you have a privilege. And privilege just means that you're able to live life a little bit easier. That other people, it may take them a little bit longer or it's a lot harder for them. And that can evoke a lot of negativity and a lot of vitriol because some people look at your privileges as you're undeserving of them, which is crazy because they don't know what you did to deserve those things. They don't know the work you've done on yourself, the things that you've gone through, the family that you were born into, even your past life. Like, people don't think about that. Maybe in your past life, you sacrificed everything and you had nothing, and you were at the bottom of the totem pole, but you stayed pure in heart. And now in this new life that you're living, in your current life, you're being blessed with all of the things. You've been blessed with the gift of gorgeousness. You have a great personality, you're talented, whatever the case is. These people don't think about those things. They don't think about the work that was done in the past. They don't think about the past lives and the past trials and tribulations that you've had. So how dare they look at you as a finished product today and think that you're undeserving of the very God-given gifts that you were given? The reason why being a triple threat is also such a polarizing thing for people, or it's such a hard thing for people to come to terms with when they meet someone who is a triple threat, is because when they meet you and they are looking at you and they're talking to you and they're observing you, they realize that they could never be you. They're realizing that not only do you have beauty, which gets you very far in this world, you also have a brain. See, a lot of people think that beautiful women are just this one-sided coin and that there's not many layers to you, you're not very dynamic. And so when they see that you have smarts, you're intelligent, you can hold a meaningful, thoughtful conversation, oh my God, they are ready to slit their wrists. They can't take it. They can't take that you know how to speak well, that you have a vast vocabulary, that you can talk to any and everyone. That's a talent, ladies. That's a skill. Not everyone has that ability. You have to start realizing that the gifts that you were blessed with are very, very rare. Yes, there are some women out here who have them, but the masses do not have these things, okay? They don't have beauty as well as brains. And then when you get into the personality and talent side of things, that is just the cherry on the cake, okay? They literally cannot even fathom you being blessed with beauty. On top of that, you have smarts, you have intelligence, you're educated, you're well-spoken, you can speak to anyone. And then on top of that, to make matters worse, you also have an incredible personality. Oh, forget it. Forget it. They're jumping off the bridge as we speak. When it comes to a beautiful woman who's also smart, having a bomb personality, it's like, damn, so you're not only beautiful, you're not only smart, but you also can captivate a room. You also lure people in. You have this magnetism about you. That's a skill that people pay for, ladies. I'm here to wake some of you up today because a lot of us have been sleeping on these innate God-given gifts, not realizing how blessed we are to have a bomb personality. You know how much of a compliment it is for someone to tell you that you have a great personality? That's one of my favorite compliments to receive. I love when people tell me that they think I have a great character and a great personality, because that's something that you literally cannot fake. You can't fake it. At least not for long. That's something that is cultivated over years of you maybe being isolated in school, or maybe you didn't have your glow up until you hit high school or college or even after that. So you had to bank on your personality. I know some people can relate to that, where it's like maybe you didn't have the body or the clothes or the fancy hairstyles when you were a kid, so you had to bank on your personality to get you places. Maybe you did have a cute little face, but there were girls who were your age who were, getting attention from guys really young, or just, getting attention on social media really young, and maybe that wasn't you. Maybe you were always pretty, but you weren't that popular girl that was being desired. But when you grow and you mature and you hit puberty and all of these beautiful things start happening, when you grow into yourself and you come into yourself, you now have this stellar personality that you had to cultivate because people overlooked you in the beauty department, or people slept on you and didn't think you were much of anything because you weren't popular or you weren't the it girl in school. Now you have this incredible personality, and you've come into your looks, and you've come into your beauty, and you've learned how to elevate your beauty, and your looks maxing, and you're taking your features and you're accentuating them. You're naturally enhancing your body. You are doing all of the things to elevate your look, and now you have that, and you make people laugh. Ooh, that gets people pissed. You have that, and you know how to work a room. You know how to connect with any and everybody. You know how to make people smile. Children love you. Babies love you. Animals love you. Okay, you are just God's favorite, walking the earth. That is going to evoke a lot of feelings of disdain out of people. People who literally have to manufacture their personality. We all know that one person. We all know that person from either high school or college, or even when we were younger, maybe someone in our family or on the workplace, who you can just tell, if your discernment is on point, you can just smell it on them that they're faking the funk. You could just tell that they're manufacturing their personality and their character for whatever room they're in or for whatever person they're around. And guess what? I've never been that way. You either love me or you hate me. That's been my story since the beginning of my time on this earth. You either absolutely love me or you absolutely hate my guts. There's no in between. People are either going to be on one extreme or the other extreme. There's no in between. That's a them problem. That's not anything you're doing wrong or anything that you have to fix or work on. It's just that it's up to people around you to choose if they're going to be threatened by you or not. And usually the women who aren't threatened are also triple threats, or they're coming into their pretty privilege and they're learning how amazing they are too. And so they're not really threatened by you. They're more so inspired by you and maybe want to be your friend or want to be mentored by you, or whatever the case may be. It's really important to realize that when someone doesn't like you because of your innate gifts, things that you can't control, it's not anything for you to go out of your way to fix or change. I think I battled with this for a very long time because I knew that my beauty was unsettling to people, because I knew that I was very smart. I just was always very attentive. I was very discerning, wise for my young years. I can't help that. Trauma, blame trauma, okay? And also my personality was just great because, again, I was sort of like a slept on, sort of unpopular girl who was always beautiful, but was never really that, it girl in school. When I came into myself fully, you guys, they were already sick before, but they got sicker. They got sicker once I stepped into myself fully. It was like people were coming out of the woodworks competing with me. I was in silent competition with people who I didn't even know I was in competition with. These are the weird types of things that happen when you are a triple threat, because they look at you amplifying what you were given, stepping into what you were given, all of your gifts. If you have all of these things, it's like people will just come out of the woodworks beefing with you. And you're like, wow, I'm just trying to live my life. I don't know what I did to these people, but they are so concerned with me. They are so bothered by me and bothered by the innate gifts and talents and abilities that I was given. So it's so important to remain in your pretty privilege, remain in your power, and never shrink yourself down, never make yourself smaller for these people to feel comfortable. Keep maximizing the gifts and the talents and the skills and the abilities that you are blessed with, because it's going to take you far. You don't think for 1 second these people would trade places with you. You have to understand, if anyone is coming at you with any type of hate, you have to ask yourself, would you trade places with them? That person that's hating on you for having a magnetizing personality and being funny and bubbly and outgoing, would you trade places with them? No, the answer is no, you would not trade places with them. So don't take any type of criticism off of someone who you would not trade places with. That's the word of the day. You have no business internalizing that criticism or internalizing any type of scrutiny sent your way from miserable people. So ladies, drop down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Are you guys triple threats? Do you know any triple threats in your family? I'd love to hear your perspectives down in the comment section below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box so you can share any stories that you have with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.